Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Julian Rodriguez, Juice Manji, and you're now watching The Pulse. Alright, starting out with sports, lot to talk about. NBA season's over. Congratulations to the San Antonio Spurs. Everything about my fucking Spurs rant still applies, but I never discredited how great that team is and just how awesome Pop is, and just you gotta appreciate it. So kudos to the Spurs. Kudos to our man Kawhi Leonard, another Southern California guy. Good to see him really fucking do it big in the finals. But in any case, I'm a little sad because I hate to see LeBron take all kinds of heat when really he couldn't have done much more than what he did. But these are things that you kind of bring upon yourself when you have the decision and you have a big parade like you won something before, just for signing with a team. So I don't hold that shit against LeBron, but people still bring that shit up. What do I think is going to happen for the Heat going forward? It's going to be interesting. Dwayne Wade holds a lot of power because each of the big three have a player option for about $20 million. I believe it's 20.4 for LeBron and Bosh and 20.3 for Wade. And if they all three opt in, try to get the team back together, that leaves them with pretty much only enough cap room, or pretty much zero cap room, because I think they have 2.3 million committed to, like Norris Cole and something else. But basically what that means is that they'll only have, they'll only have like the mid-level, like 2 point whatever mid-level exception, 2.7 something to use, as well as just offering minimum contracts. So, if they all three opt in, that's pretty much, you can almost bet that they are not going to have what it takes and be able to upgrade the roster to beat a team like San Antonio, or really whoever comes out of the West next season. Now, if they do the thing that everybody's talking about where they each opt out and then re-sign for $14 million a year annually, then it gets a little interesting, because then they have enough money, to either go to Melo and say, hey, if you take the same pay cut, you can join us, or they can just use that $14 million on really good, solid role players to fill out the rest of the roster. Interesting stuff. If Wade, the Wade thing is interesting because he's the guy who can't get anything close to that kind of money on the open market. So really $14 million might be overpaying him at this point. So for him, it's a lot tougher to opt out, because this is his last, these last two player options, because mind you, if they all opt in, they have another player option. So this will go through the same thing next summer. Wade would be leaving a lot of money on the table if he were to opt out. Whereas, LeBron and Bosh still have another payday in them. Wade, this is the last big payday. So, by opting out, he'd be leaving 40 mil, or whatever he gets, 40 million minus whatever he does sign for if he opts out. So, interesting stuff. If he opts out, where does LeBron go? What happens there? I think there's a lot to be watching. I think, it'll be interesting. He'll have max offers from the Lakers. The Rockets will be angling to try to get him or Carmelo. A lot of teams are going to be active, and it'll be interesting to see how these guys go about it if they choose to opt in or out. I'm really interested. It's going to be a really fun off season. Baseball. Just like an hour ago, maybe, more or less, Clayton Kershaw of the Dodgers pitched a no-hitter where he didn't walk anyone. Base runner reached base on an error. 15 strikeouts. Really is as dominant a pitching performance as you're ever going to see. 15 strikeouts on 103 or 105 pitches, something like that. It was like between 103 and 107. To strike out 15 batters and not walk a single guy with that pitch count, that's filth. Pure filth. So I'm excited. My Dodgers, only 4 games back of the Giants. We're coming for you motherfuckers. You guys fucked it up already. You already blew it. Giants were up 9.5 games 10 days ago. Now they're only up 4. Yeah. Y'all out of here. World Cup. Alright. I really don't give a fuck about soccer unless I'm playing FIFA or I'm watching the World Cup, because, I'm just not I don't fancy myself a soccer fan. I don't really know the game. If I'm watching with someone who's knowledgeable, I can have a good time. I can have a good time doing a lot of things. I have a beer and wings and people who are having fun around me. That's why I fucks with the World Cup, because it's people getting together, fucking during work hours and shit, going to a bar and rooting for their country. That shit is fun. It's infectious. If you're in, I understand, like the homie Jason Donner, he was really irked by people getting excited about it. And I asked him, well, do you live in a city that has a lot of really multicultural cities? And not really. And so I can get why he feels that way. But when you're in, like, I live in Los Angeles, I wake up and I, go to work and I'll see like cars selling flags and shit. Like, it's very infectious. It's like, if you've ever lived in a city that's won a championship, it's kind of like that, even though the city's not winning anything. It's just people are that hype and people are really excited to go cheer for the country. I mean, but I also live in LA. You got Brazilian people, you got Mexican people, you got everywhere. All the European countries represented. You have a little bit of everybody here. So, you go to a bar, people be excited. It's a lot of fun. So if you're of age and you can make it to a bar that is showing a World Cup game on a weekend or on a weekday, if you don't have work, fuck it. Even if you don't like soccer, just go for the experience. Shit is awesome. It's a great time. I assure you'll have fun. You come let me know if you didn't enjoy yourself. Sneakers. All right. Not a whole lot dropping this weekend. What do we got? 6/21. You got the those Kobe's, the orange joints that didn't drop, that only dropped in the UK. Now they're dropping here. I don't remember what the fuck they're called, but I'll show a picture of them. The black Jordan Futures, those are nice. Just this plain black Jordan Future. The Iguana Futures also dropping. I'm not really a fan of those. I'm not copying anything this weekend. But I did cop the Brazil GT2 from the KFE Ranified Kith pack. I was able to grab a pair there, so I'm really excited. I got caught slipping for the USA pair, the Gelite 3, but that's next weekend, the 28th. So please let me know what you guys think of that pack. If you guys copped on either of the Kith strikes, and if you plan on copping on the 28th, because to me this might be the dopest release of the year. I don't know. I gotta get them in hand. Gotta think about it, give it some thought, but it's feeling that way. I haven't been this excited about a drop in a minute. I was on the moon when I figured out when I copped the Brazil joints, and I know there's gonna be a lot of pairs, so I'm confident I'll be able to get the gold joints in my size. So I'm not really stressing that. I'm just really excited to get them because I fucks with gold. I fucks with national pride, with xenophobia. I like all that shit, man. So it is dope. That is helping me get extra excited about the World Cup. All right, man. That's about it for sneakers. But I'll not only just don't just tell me about if you're gonna cop the KFE pack or anything like that, or anything dropping this weekend. Let me know of any pickups you guys have had. I'm thinking of like trying to collect. People send me stuff, pics and things on Twitter of their recent pickups. I'll share them on here with everybody. I think that would be a cool thing. Actually, fuck it. I will make a little video later for that. But let me know. Let me know in the comments. Alright, rap, hip-hop. Not a whole lot going on, man. Not a whole lot going on. But one thing I will say, this is a little crossover into the food realm, but if you're not subscribing to or keeping up with Action Bronson's series with Vice called Munchies, where basically it's just following him on tour and all the shit he eats and just him talking about food. If you're into food, and a fan of Action Bronson, this is a must. Go peep that. Munchies. It's Munchies. It's called Bronson's show is called Fuck That's Delicious, and it's on the Munchies channel, which is like a sub channel of Vice. It's a Vice production. So go check that out. Go subscribe to Munchies if you're into food. Go see the man Bronson doing his thing. It's a dope little segment, real entertaining, and they should feature some really amazing looking food, like the kind of stuff that when I'm on my travels, I'm gonna hit that up when I'm in that city. So yeah, go peep that. And that about does it for hip hop today, and just wraps up the pulse for the week. Please hit me in the comments with what you liked, what you didn't like, what you're copying, yada da da da. You know the drill. At JuiceManji on Twitter, you can chop it up with me there. And thank you guys so much. I appreciate the support, and I will catch you on the next vid. Peace.